Hello. Let me turn off my air conditioner. Hello, hello, hello. This is just kind of I'm just doing this because I said, hey, this is kind of boring. So maybe maybe this will be interesting to you guys. I don't know. I'm not sure. I hope it is. Today's stream isn't much. I'm gonna do some editing because I'm messing with the idea of doing an essay in VR. I won't say what because I really don't know yet, but I wanted to do a test video that would kind of give me the right idea of how to edit and things like that. So, so I chose, I'm going to do just like a kind of music video thing for Boards of Canada's You Could Feel the Sky, which is just a cool little track. So I'll show you what I have so far. And yeah, I really want to do this idea. So you should be able to hear this. If you can't hear it, let me know. And yeah, here's what we got so far. And that's it. That's all we have. So it comes in, it fades in, and right now it is just the cover, but in a full circle. It kind of looks bad. So we got our center. Like if we're looking forward, this is where we're supposed to be looking. So what we got to do is find the. I would like it to have, you know, the face there, and then it wraps around again. So I'm gonna mess around with it. But you see, there's so much red. Maybe we shouldn't mess with that. It looks kind of cool. You know, it looks cool. Um, but is it right for the video? It's just like you just open up on like orange. Maybe we use orange as the backdrop for other things. You could feel the sky, just a test. But there's no motion, so let's go online. So this is the footage I'm looking at for Forest. I think that's I think that's cool. I think that'll work. Got any editing tips? Let me see, because I didn't start like editing in Vegas or anything until somewhat recently. Um, be very creative and be very inventive with how you do things, even if it's not like the way people tell you to do certain things. Just be inventive, be creative with how you edit and how you integrate clips into things. Certain videos of mine, I had to get creative with the answers. Have fun, experiment. Like, experimenting with how you're going to edit a video and what the soul of a video is, I think is really cool. I think it really helps my videos, personally. But giving videos an identity and things like that, where you're experimenting with it, so you're just kind of choosing where that video will go, and I think that's a lot of fun. So try it. Yeah, I don't know if that's really a tip, but just in general, experiment with how you make a video and how it looks, aesthetically overall and things like that. So that's all my editing tips. I know it's not like in depth, but yeah, it's just being creative and experimenting and thinking outside of the box. I think is just a good thing to keep in mind. Add, import media. Error occurred. File is an unsupported. It's an MP4. It's an MP4. I don't know why it's doing it. This is weird that I'm not getting it. Usually it's fine. All right, whatever. We can use some other footage. I'll go on YouTube, just find like stock forest footage, and we'll go from there. There, look at that. Best shot video. Sure is. Yeah, look at that. All right. So we gotta turn the resolution back. Boom. And now we have a full range, I guess. But we gotta make it so... First of all, let's cut the intro of that. And then bring this... Oh, well, we gotta put it there. Because I want it to be an overlay for... something like that. Oh, that's actually... The way that was panning up was kind of trippy. Alright. So I'm gonna crop it in a way where we can... where it... Because right now it has this blank space behind us, which is cool, mind you, but I want to take it down. So what I'm going to do is crop like that. So we have a seam, but it should be kind of fine. Look at that. So that's, I'm gonna flip it. So when this beat comes in, it'll flip to the next footage. Like that. Alright, so if we run it through. So you have to do it on twos. I think a lot of my editing is very rhythmic, I guess. It's very timed. So stuff like this, I have to like get it right for me. Because it would bug me if I didn't. I'm interested to see how this is going to turn out in VR. Because we are going to export this as that, of course. Like, I can't wait to like use my phone to do it. I think that'll be fun. Brings you back to nothing, like... Oh, maybe I'll... You know, I know what I'll do. So we start it on our first frame here. We'll start it restored. So it's... this. And then... So we mark that. Then on the last frame we have it all the way back out. So... which, that's kind of trippy in its own way. And we have it fade out into the abyss. Oh, you know what we could do on the first frame is wrap it around like the others. And then as it fades out, I believe we can do it where it'll adjust the crop to the way we wanted it with the regular 4x3. So let's see. Perfect. So now... That's trippy. I like it. Cool. Yeah, I think that'll work. That's... Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, I'm gonna export this. Remake Doug Walker's The Wall. In VR. No. No, thank you. Do you know what? Some of those scenes could work. Imagine the scene for the victimization with like Rob Scallon like over the city. I want to see Rob step on real buildings. See, exactly. Like you're running from him. It's like the 3D SpongeBob movie. Chances are that video would be better than the original. Is there anybody who cares? I want to revisit that video one day. Just like try and watch it again. I know that's like a horrible idea. But like, I think it'd be funny. Maybe I'll do it on stream one time. Maybe I'll probably copyright strike it. I'm surprised they didn't try and cover it up in any way. They did try to cover up the soundtrack because they did remove that from streaming services. I'm surprised they didn't remove the video. The video for even for NC standards is way too cringe, and that's saying something because man, does he have some very cringy videos. I did have the idea of like the anniversary, the 1 year anniversary of that was a few months ago. Like my review of it, which I think came out like the day after it got released. So I was like, what if I just did like a retrospective of everything? And I'm like, yeah, no, I could do something different. He's like a gateway reviewer. Everyone starts with him. Yeah. I think that's interesting. Like he's super influential, yet at the same time, like nobody likes him, which is like crazy. ReadyMade watches and sees the wall again. I also had the idea of like critiquing my own video of the wall video. So it was going to be critiquing my critique of the Nostalgia Critic's critique of the wall. And I think that would have been that might be a good April Fool's video. Maybe. Been starting to do movie commentaries. It'd be interesting to do the wall. There's a lot about the wall movie to comment on. I like it. It's not perfect, but I like it. And there's some stuff that obviously goes over people's heads. Nostalgia Critic, cough cough. But yeah, no, I should watch that movie again. That's one of my favorites. I'm not a movie guy myself, so I don't sit down to watch a lot of movies. Music movies, which involves Tommy. Oh yeah, music movies are cool. Tommy, I didn't really care about, but I watched that years ago. I was probably like 13 or 14 when I saw it, and I'm not a big fan of Tommy to begin with. But yeah, I just bought the Criterion Collection Quadrophenia, so I'm probably gonna watch that soon. Maybe tonight I'll watch it. Music films are underrated. They don't get the same discussions, but they are good. Like I'm trying to think other ones I really dig. Almost Famous is good if you want to call it a music movie in that same breath. Yeah, that's like Almost Famous is great. This is Spinal Tap's great. That's one of my all-time favorites. Very quotable movie. Trying to think. Yellow Submarine. How did I not think about that? Yellow Submarine's one of my favorite movies. Help, A Hard Day's Night, Magical Mystery. Magical Mystery Tour was like a TV movie. Decline of Western Civilization's my favorite. That is a great film. I watched that somewhat recently, and I loved that. Best live DVD. Live at Pompeii by Pink Floyd, though that wasn't originally a DVD or anything. What other live DVDs? Bullet in a Bible, Green Day. I like that one. I haven't seen it in a while though. Zappa, Roxy. That one's pretty good. The Hives, Tussles in Brussels, Iron Maiden, Wreck in Rio, and Nirvana Unplugged. Speaking of Rio, Russian Rio. Oh, I should have mentioned Russian Rio. That's one of my favorites. That is like one of the greatest live shows ever. Oh, another music movie. I've been watching this one a lot. It was Stop Making Sense, Talking Heads. I'm surprised I didn't mention it, but I absolutely loved that. That's a band that I didn't really get until recently. And now I really dig them now. UHF by Weird Al. Yes! Glad someone mentioned it. I totally forgot. That's one of my favorite movies too. I love Weird Al to begin with, but UHF is awesome. The soundtrack isn't amazing though. I agree with that. Best Weird Al album in your opinion? I guess might be Dare to Be Stupid. It's got my favorite standout tracks. I love the song Dare to Be Stupid on its own. Let me look. What was the track listing on Dare to Be Stupid? One More Minute is on there. I Want a New Duck Like a Surgeon, Yoda. Yeah, no, that might be my favorite. My uncle introduced me to Weird Al from Weird Al the Videos. Wait, hold on. No way. That's how I got introduced to Weird Al, pretty much. That was a lot of my introduction was through that DVD. I remember hearing a few songs on YouTube, very early YouTube, Jurassic Park, um, White and Nerdy, that era, Polka Face. Like how Dark Side of the Moon is the normie Pink Floyd listen, but I list it slightly more than The Wall. I mean, that's fine. I don't. I think I. Hold on. What was my tier list? Because I think I had Dark Side in The Wall and A tier. I've met Floyd fans who are ridiculous. Yeah, there's some very very there's a lot of people who very feel very strongly about certain records. Uh, and I kind of feel that way about the the final cut, but there's some people who are like, oh, if it doesn't have Sid, it sucks, or if it has Sid, it sucks, and that's not really how it is. But or if it's not Pink Floyd without Roger Waters, or whatever. It's crazy. Wish you were here at B tier. Something you deserve hate for. That's a sin. No, I do not deserve hate for that. I remember people were like, "You're putting Wish You Were Here in B? In B?" I still stand by it that the middle section does not hit as well as like Shine On You Crazy Diamond and the title track. I still stand by it. Like Have a Cigar and Welcome to the Machine are not as good to me. But Shine takes on at least A tier. Welcome to the Machine is one of my favorites. Yeah. I'm not going to agree with Welcome to the Machine, but I am going to agree with Shine On You Crazy Diamond. That's one of their finest songs. Final Cut for me is like, nah. I totally understand why. I totally understand why people are not, into it. But I totally understand why. I just love it personally. I think it's one of their greatest. Or not one of their greatest, but one that deserves a lot more recognition for what it did. But instead, it's more of a discussion. People like to have the discussion more about, oh, Roger Waters destroyed the band. It's like, I mean, kinda, sorta. But at the same time, it's like he did like he really did make good music with the band, even in his control. So yeah, he destroyed the band, but he made good music while doing so. I'm so worried about Green Day, man. I'm so worried about their future because there's that new song that come out. It was what was that called? Ride the Lightning? Was it Ride the Lightning? No. Here Comes the Shock. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. Here Comes the Shock. It was the most generic Uno Green Day song ever. And I genuinely feel like the next record is really going to be make or break for them, for me at least. Like, if they cannot make another good record after this, like, genuinely good, like, they literally need to, like, kind of start blowing me away. Because I still like Revolution Radio, I don't mind. It wasn't great, but it was fine. And then, man, Father of All hit. It was horrible. Next record is really going to have to be something that I think, in general, not just for me, I feel like a good amount of people are going to be like, if they can't pull something really good together, it's not looking good for, the rest of it. Because if they can't make a new record, that's a real sad moment. That's sad. That's sad to think about. The Hella Mega Tour of like Fall Out Boy and Weezer. Oh God, I usually I see Green Day every time they're in town, but I'm not sitting for Weezer and Fall Out Boy. I'm just not doing it. I refuse, even if Van Weezer's good. All right. Anyway, I'll probably be streaming again at some point, but yep. For now, that's all I really got. Uh, Stay safe in this crazy, crazy COVID world, and yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys around.